Hello, and a big warm welcome to Kira. Thank you for coming on today. And Kira, you are a psychologist, a psychotherapist, an ADHD coach, and you offer workshops for neurodiversity as well. So, wow, that's some incredible work that you're doing to help others out there. However, today you're here to talk about your own experience, and that experience is asthma and how that's affected you. If everyone waits around, we're gonna hear your poem later as well, which was based on one of your experiences of an asthma attack. Um, Again, yeah, thank you for being here, and welcome to the space, Kira.
Thank you, Ricky. It's a pleasure to be here today. I'm honored to be here in your podcast and later on reading my poem. Um, I'm stepping outside of what I do every day to say something that is more personal to me. It is about sharing my experience with a chronic condition
Mhm.
such as asthma.
Yep.
I've been asthmatic all my life. I don't remember not being asthmatic.
Yeah.
Uh, but in my experience, what I have been witnessing is how my life changed since I was a child. I just had reliever medication for my asthma. And when I hit adolescence, a miracle in medicine happened, and the reliever inhaler came out, and my life totally changed.
Yeah. Wow.
Never stopped being asthmatic. I'm still very much asthmatic, but it's different now.
Yeah. And it's really important, isn't it, that medicine continues to do that for people and to change their lives. And I know we were talking a little bit before as well, and there almost is that preventative. It almost acts as if a before and after. That's not to mean that after means it was gone because it's still there. Could you explain a little bit of how it was before, well, up to the point of when it changed?
Absolutely. Before, it meant that asthma was managed just with medication for the moment that an asthma attack would appear.
Yeah.
That means that many of us will carry with us the blue tube. At the time was called Ventolin was the brand, but the substance was salbutamol.
Yeah.
And asthmatic people just use that medication to relieve the asthma attack, but there was nothing that could prevent it.
Yeah.
And an asthma attack could come from allergy, could come from exercising. There's sometimes it's very much related to anxiety too. So it's quite unpredictable sometimes. And that was my life until I was 14, 15.
Wow. It's really interesting you said about anxiety there.
Mhm.
You also said about panic attacks before as well.
Yes, I did experience panic attacks and heavy anxiety since I was a child.
Mm.
Because anytime we would go outside with my family, perhaps exploring, or outside in a boat outside of the mainland, I was always thinking, okay, if I have an asthma attack, how far am I to the hospital?
Yeah.
I had this constant thinking of how far am I from an hospital?
Mm.
And I felt safer when I was in my city, when I was in my home, because I knew if anything happens, if the reliever medication doesn't work, I can go to the hospital. But if I'm further, where I'm going to go?
Yeah. That's fear.
Um,
That's real
yeah.
fear there. And it's I can instantly feel myself feeling a bit sad that it's as a child you're almost held back in that there were places you couldn't go and things you couldn't see because you were constantly thinking about your health in that.
Yes, it was very impacting in the way I structured structure my days.
Yeah.
I used to have huge energy, so I wanted to go to do sports. But one week could go everything okay, and the week after I perhaps would have an asthma attack during my sport activity, and that will resolve the most of the time with a reliever. But yes, even the thought of developing an asthma attack was anxiety inducing.
Yeah. Yeah. And how about after the preventatives? So there's a change in that. There's the before and after. How is the after?
The after means I'm still very much asthmatic,
Yeah.
but I have access now to a medication that prevents asthma attack to appear
Yeah.
and helps me to have my asthma controlled almost 100% of the time. Of
Almost.
course, there are,
Yeah. Yeah. The word almost is instantly yeah.
yes, I'm saying almost because with the change of season, I feel it more.
Yeah.
Um, I say almost because in winter when the temperature drops under minus something, under zero, I'm in London, so it's rare,
Mm.
luckily. It's difficult to go out. It's too cold for my lungs. I feel it and I don't go out. Last winter I mean this year winter in January we had like -3 for 3 days.
Wow.
I remained home,
Mm.
toasty and cozy. I didn't go out.
Yeah. It's it's still there
In there.
in your decision making. And we spoke a little bit before, didn't we? And you were talking about how your experience may other people may relate in different ways with different conditions to how it affects your life and it affects the decisions you make.
Yes, it's about really negotiating my energy with the environment every day.
Hmm.
If it is the change of season, I need to be more careful. I need to drink even more. I definitely every day needs to stick to my routine with the preventative medication, which means being very precise on when and how well I take those medication. It's twice a day for
Yeah.
me. Um, it means pay attention of the level of pollution. It means pay attention of what is in the air in terms of pollens, in terms of tree, blooming of the flowers, because I have sensitivities also in allergies.
Yeah.
So it means negotiating every day what I can do and what I can't do. I
Yeah.
cannot ever exercise outside.
Yeah.
I do cycle, but very slowly. It's never cycling for exercising.
Yeah.
Um, so yes, it is very much a
Mm.
negotiation, an everyday negotiation with what is available and what I can do and what I cannot do. And this will fluctuate. It's not always the same.
Yeah. It's
Because my
really
breath was, I'm sorry, I was just saying my breath will change and I need to follow it.
mm, it's really keeping on top of that and managing it. I can hear in that. And I know that you've had many asthma attacks over your life. You're about to read us a poem in a minute, and that is based on one in particular asthma attack.
Yes. I can say something more now
Yeah, yeah,
about it.
yeah.
Um, well, when I was a child, I was born and raised into a city very, very close to the sea. So the sea was very beneficial for my asthma, and I used to go very, very often. And one day, it was in winter, it started to snow. With my family, decided to go to the closest mountain,
Mm.
not far. It was amazing. It was the first time I remember the snow in my life. I was overjoyed. So my sister and I, we went out of the car. We met with our friends and we started playing It was amazing. A blanket of snow for the first time. I was like 6, 7.
It's a really happy
And
memory
I
that.
was absolutely overjoyed,
Yeah.
overjoyed. But the joy started to decrease very soon as I started feeling an asthma attack arriving because of the cold and the cold air entering my lungs.
Yeah.
And I reached out to my mom. They very quickly took me to a cafe. And my father very quickly went to the car to take the reliever.
Mhm.
But I did remember, because it was quite a nasty one. I
Mm.
did remember, okay, thinking, okay, what is going to happen if it's not going to clear out?
Yeah.
How far I am from my home city? This is a mountain. How long is going to take to go to the hospital? And I do remember thinking really spiraling down into catastrophe.
Survival. And
Yes.
mm. Mm.
And when I experienced the asthma attack was like my all horizon will shrink into a very, very small space into an inhale and an exhale.
Mm.
And this is something that is really, really hard. I mean, it's hard for an adult, but as a kid, I had it every time I had an asthma attack.
Yeah, that sounds really scary um to be fearful. You can't. The one thing we can take for granted more than anything, I guess, is air, how we breathe.
Mhm.
And to not be able to do that is a really scary experience. I'm I'm really looking forward to hearing your poem. Are you ready to share that with us?
I am.
Yeah. Okay, cool.
A creature of the sea, sat down on a mountain cloaked in white. The joy was a tide inside me, irrepressible. Then the cold air, a blade in the throat, a fist closing around my lungs. My world shrank to the sides of that fist. My horizon, once vast as the snow, became the desperate search for the next breath. I was snatched by air hunger, an entire existence hanging on a thin, sharp thread. This was the time before the shields, before the daily ghost could be quieted. A life lived not in years, but in gasps. And yet, the creature of the sea learned to survive the dry land, learned to find an ocean in a single drop of air, and to live in the silent, precious space between one breath and the next.
Thank you for watching. Seriously, it means the world to me and our guests that you took the time to watch. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button because it really does help the channel to grow. And equally, you won't miss what's coming next if you do that. The aim of this channel and what me and the guests are trying to do is we're trying to inspire and we're also trying to give other people a sense of belonging. And at the very least, we're trying to make other people feel seen and heard. And that's our hope with this channel. If this video spoke to you anyway, then please do check out our other videos just here. We will catch you in the next episode.